Good afternoon. Hospital admissions for people with brain damage caused by alcohol are at their worst level in a decade, according to official figures. A total of 661 people were admitted to hospital across Scotland between 2016 and 2017, the equivalent of almost 2 per day. Alcohol-related brain damage can lead to problems with memory and learning.
These figures show us that alcohol harm in Scotland is continuing to go in the wrong direction, and that's because we're consuming such high levels of alcohol here, and that's driven by low prices, widespread availability and heavy marketing.
The Catalonian politician fighting extradition from Scotland to Spain has said she's trying to remain calm despite the threat of a heavy jail sentence. St Andrews University professor Clara Ponsatí met the Catalonian president, Quim Torra, in Edinburgh this morning as she prepares for her case to be heard in the Scottish courts. She denies claims by the Spanish authorities of rebellion and misappropriation of funds. Worries about body image have led to a rise in the number of young people contacting Childline about eating disorders. Counsellors from the NSPCC say they dealt with more than 230 calls in the past year from young people in Scotland seeking advice about eating problems.
I think the biggest concern for us in Childline nationally is to do with mental health and emotional health as well. And obviously eating disorders have a huge impact on how they feel and the impact it has on their mental health.
A Westminster committee has called for the UK government to review its target to reduce migration to tens of thousands. The Scottish Affairs Committee said in a report that cutting migration would hit population growth and the economy north of the border. It's now urging Downing Street to consider how Scotland's share of UK migrants can increase. And finally, a book has been returned to Aberdeen's Central Library 64 years after it was first borrowed. The copy of A Window in Thrums by J.M. Barrie was taken out in 1954. It was posted back to the library by a mystery Good Samaritan with a note saying the book had been found in a charity shop in London. Now here's Sean with the weather.
STV sponsors STV weather.
A very good afternoon to you. We've got a lot of cloud out there and outbreaks of rain. A weakening weather front slowly drifting its way eastward, so staying quite damp across the north and the West Highlands today. Also across Orkney as well. A few breaks in the cloud cover coming in across Shetland and also hopefully some breaks across the Western Isles too, turning a wee bit drier across the Hebrides. Across eastern areas on the coast we could get some cloud breaks as well. Top temperatures 18 degrees. Through tonight, that damp weather slowly drifting its way eastwards through Murray into parts of Aberdeenshire and Perthshire. Then tomorrow across the middle of the country it will be largely cloudy with outbreaks of drizzly rain, driest and brightest in the far northwest.
STV sponsors STV weather.
Well, that's all this lunchtime. Join Norman for a shorter than usual bulletin at 5:40 tonight. But until then, from everyone here, do have a very good afternoon. Goodbye.